Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. Throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2017 season. So, we are going to end the week on this episode with this team that we've played this week and last week, and a similar version of the team the week before that. So we've had a really good stretch with this team, had a really good run with it, and had a lot of fun playing it, guys. So I did make a QR code of this team, and it will be in the description below if you do want to go on the battle spot and test it out. I know a few of you already have, so if you do test it out, guys, you've got any questions about it, or just in general, just let me know how you found the team. It would be great to hear from you guys and know how you found it on the battle spot if you do go and try it out. So it is there for you guys to try if you want anyway. So we're going to end up with this team today. Starting Monday next week, we're going to start with a brand new team. So I've been putting together a new team kind of based off a lot of what kind of happened in Indianapolis Championships last weekend, and also some influence from the Japan National Championships as well. So hopefully we come up with a new team to take on the Battle Spot ladder next week and feature until I don't know when. We'll just feature it until we decide to change it up again, or it gets a bit stale or whatever. Or if there's anything you guys would particularly like to see, do let me know in the comment section today, because I will be finalising and breeding the last bits of the team over the weekend. So if you've got any really dying requests to see any particular strategies or teams or anything like that, do let me know in the comment section below. I would really love to hear what you guys would like to see in the VGC format going forward over the next few weeks, because we're in the run up to Worlds now, really. I've got an event in Liverpool at the end of July which I'll be attending and playing in. But other than that, we've kind of just got a clear run now right up to Worlds. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the metagame between now and Worlds, and then obviously Worlds is the biggest event of the season, so it's going to be really exciting to see what kind of comes out of there going into the new season starting in September. So we have that. Unfortunately, I do have some bad news, guys. Because we are going to have to, me and my girlfriend are actually going to have to go away this weekend and see a relative. It's a bit last minute, and I know we had planned the episodes to stream to build that Battle Spot doubles team on Saturday and Sunday, but I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. I'm just not going to have time over the weekend. I don't think we're going to be back till late on Sunday, so I'm just literally got no time to do that, and I've got no time to do even the videos of putting the team together, so I'm super sorry about that, guys. What we'll do though is I'll put the team together that I kind of had. I have an idea, and I'm going to finish off, finalise it, and put it together. So we'll play it on Tuesday's episode next week, and then what we'll do, instead of probably a QR code series episode next week, we'll do the team building between Tuesday and Thursday, and we might even do a live stream on Wednesday night. We'll see what I can work out, but at the minute things are a bit chaotic with me just outside of the School of Hard Knocks and things. There's just a few things going on that are kind of causing a few time issues with me putting the time aside to do these videos and stuff like that. So I'm super sorry. We will get round to doing some live streams, because I think that is such a great idea to do team building in a live stream environment where we can bounce things off each other. You can ask me questions and I can talk you through certain concepts that I'm thinking about and stuff like that, and I think it just makes it a whole lot easier, and I think it makes it a bit more intimate doing it like that than just putting the video up and this is what I've done sort of thing, which is really good anyway, but I think just doing the stream live stream side of it would be a lot better. But I'm not going to rattle on, because we did this last time and we didn't get into the battles for ages, so I try, and when I've got stuff I just want to tell you guys, I try and say it before I get into the battles so we don't cut into the battles and I lose time in team preview and things like that. But we'll go through a few things as we're going through. So we have our first opponent of the day, and they are from Spain, and they are running a team of Tapu Fini, Garchomp, Nihiliga, Arcanine, Drifblim and Pheromosa. So a very interesting kind of team makeup here. We normally see Drifblim paired with Tapu Lele. We've got Tapu Fini as the main terrain setter here. Pheromosa is going to be very threatening to Trick Room mod, so we need to be careful playing around that. We haven't got Intimidate to kind of nerf it. And I don't know if my opponent really will have a Trick Room mode on their team, because they don't really have anything to utilize the Trick Room with if the Nihilego was to have Trick Room. So I would kind of indicate that maybe the Nihilego is a bit more offensive. You know, we can't discount it might have the Scarf, but you can bank on that Drifblim having Tailwind for sure. So what are we going to do here? I really like Scizor. Scizor's really good against the Nihilego, the Pheromosa. We need to be very careful with that Arcanine, but I'm really actually quite tempted to lead Tapu Koko and Scizor here. I think what I'm going to do is I definitely want to bring Porygon 2. It helps against the Drifblim and the Garchomp in particular. And I think, do I want Mudsdale or do I want Tapu Fini? Tapu Fini might be better. Yeah, I'll lock in with Tapu Fini. Yeah, we'll go with that and lock in with those 4. We'll kick into the match. So, as well guys, what I was going to say before we kicked into the match is this is week 7 of the NBL Season 2 matches. So this week, Team Leaky, me and my teammate Hibiki, will be facing off against Team Drinking Birds. And that is Tommy and Lawsy. So our fellow VGCers will be facing down against this week, and it's going to be a super cool match. I think we're going to have the team building episode on this channel. It'll be up in about half an hour's time if you're watching this when it comes out. So around 8 PM Friday evening, team builder will be on my channel, and then tomorrow 8 PM the match itself will be over on Hibiki's channel. So I'll link all of that in the description below, as well as everything else, so you can, as well as a t-shirt and all that. So we see, anyway, we'll need to get into this match. So our opponent leads off with the Pheromosa Tapu Fini. We lead off with Tapu Koko and Scizor. So we can straight away just go for a Volt Switch. Or yeah, we'll go for a Volt Switch into the Tapu Fini, and I'm just going to go for a Bullet Punch into the Pheromosa, to be honest, because we're not in too much risk, and we can pick up the KO here if we don't get intimidated. So the Arcanine isn't coming in here, so as long as that Pheromosa isn't sashed, we should be able to pick up a KO on it. So there's the Bullet Punch. Scizor going to do some work here. Let's see. It is sashed though, but that's not the worst thing in the world. And there's a Poison Jab. We should take this with Tapu Koko. Just about. No risk of being poisoned because of the Misty Terrain, and we get a nice Volt Switch into that Drifblim. So that's super nice. Really nice. Because now we can bring in the Porygon 2. We don't need to worry about the Drifblim firing off a Will-O-Wisp into Scizor either. And we can just go for a Bullet Punch straight into that Pheromosa to take away any risk to the Porygon 2 this next turn and set a Trick Room up. So that'll be super nice. So that's exactly what we're going to do. There's no risk in doing this. The only thing that could go wrong is the Arcanine possibly coming in, but my opponent might not have brought that. So Scizor's turning out to be like one of these amazing Ultra Beast kind of killers. Will not count Celesteela in that list of Ultra Beasts that it can take care of, and probably not Guzzlord either, and maybe not Xurkitree. So it's just good at taking down Pheromosa and Nihilego pretty much. So Pheromosa switches out. We see the Garchomp take the field. We're going to get a Bullet Punch off into the Garchomp, do some good chip to it. Really good chip to it. Gee, look at the damage of that. It's insane. The damage of Scizor is just crazy. We will get a Trick Room off though. We do see a Swagger come out from this Drifblim, but that's not going to matter too much, because we will get the Trick Room up, and we will instantly threaten it this next turn with an Ice Beam from a Porygon 2, and we can clean up the Drifblim with our Scizor here. So this is turning out to be cool. Like, it's looking quite good for us at this point, but we can't discount anything just yet. We just need to see if we can clean up from here. So we'll go for an Ice Beam into the Garchomp and a Bullet Punch, which should take down this Drifblim from 50% health. Yeah. So there's one down. Ice Beam, 2 down. And the Tapu Fini might be a little bit more awkward to get rid of, but I don't think we need to worry too much because we've still got Tapu Koko in the back to come in and clean up, and the Pheromosa is not really posing too much of a threat either. So we see the Pheromosa hit the field and the Tapu Fini come out as well. You've got to imagine that the Pheromosa protects here. What did we get a boost in with Porygon 2? We got an attack boost, so that's cool. I think Scizor will probably be able to take a Muddy Water from this range. So I'm just going to go for a Bullet Punch into the Pheromosa and then return into the Fini. There's the Protect as we expected. So we could have doubled into the Fini, but it's a little bit risky. You know, if we didn't attack into it and then the Pheromosa attacked into the Porygon 2 this turn, then that wouldn't have been ideal. So do a really good chunk of damage. There's the Muddy Water. As long as it's not Specs, that wouldn't be bad. But yeah. So Scizor takes it. We do get an accuracy drop on both Pokemon. Now I think this turn, because of that accuracy drop, what I'm going to do is just go for that Aerial Ace into the Pheromosa, because I don't want to risk missing at all. And that's probably the biggest threat that we've got going on at the minute. So I'll just go for the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace can't miss. But my opponent gets a double protect off. So it's a bit unfortunate. We are going to get another return, but that does miss. So we are going to see another Muddy Water. This probably will pick up the KR onto the Scizor now. Which isn't ideal at all. Okay. So the RNG is trying to do everything in its power to stop us getting a win here. Misty Terrain disappears from the field, and I think we've got one more turn of Trick Room left, I think. So this Pheromosa can't go for 3 protects in a row. Well, it can, but there's not much chance of it getting it. So we're just going to double into it this time around with a return. Hopefully we don't miss, and a Muddy Water from our Tapu Fini. Oh, if we miss both of these, and then things are going to go south very quickly, I think. But no need to worry, because Porygon 2 puts his glasses back on. We do hit the Pheromosa and take it down finally, and we see the opposing Tapu Fini get a Calm Mind off. But we'll hit our Muddy Water. And I wonder if that was a speed tire, or if we're faster, because once this Trick Room ends, we can start taking advantage of the Heal Pulse, the Swagger as well. I think this first turn what I'll do, because the Trick Room should end now, yeah. So I'm going to Swagger P2 and go for a return into the Fini, and then the next turn we can go for a Heal Pulse. So that's what we'll do. We'll go for the Swagger. We do hit power up our Porygon 2. So we'll be +3 now. This might even be enough to take us out. We just see the opposing Tapu Fini just carry on Calm Minding, trying to get those boosts up. Salvage the game if they can. And the return does hit. And ooh, so close, so close. But this turn we can just go for the Heal Pulse and just go carry on returning, really. There's no reason not to. Opposing Tapu Fini will probably attack this turn, I would imagine. But we do, yeah, we must be faster, just a little bit. Get the Heal Pulse off. And see Muddy Water. Hopefully we don't get another accuracy drop, because that will not help our cause at all. And the Muddy Water doing some big damage. Critical hit and an accuracy drop. But that doesn't matter, because we hit our return and we'll be able to wrap the game up. Through all of that terrible RNG that we experienced there, but things worked out alright, and I think Scizor kind of stole the show a little bit there. If the Pheromosa didn't get the double protect, we would have taken it down, and yeah, we would have been able to clean up a bit easier, I reckon, but never mind. Doesn't matter. We got the result in the end, and a really good showing for the team to start the episode off today, so that's really good. So we'll go into our next game, and we'll see who we can bump into on the battle spot ladder. So yeah, so like I was saying before, guys, we are playing Team Drinking Birds this weekend. So the team builder, our team preparation, Team Leaky's team preparation for our game against the Drinking Birds will be this evening. So we'll be just going through our basic strategies and stuff like that to show how we're going to approach their team and what we're going to set up again from our squad, what we're going to bring in, stuff like that, and what our basic strategy is and what we think they're going to bring to the game. So do check it out. It'll be a lot of fun, I think, because I think the game tomorrow is going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. So we have our next opponent of today's episode, and they are running a team of Gigalith, Tapu Koko, Tapu Fini, Kartana, Porygon 2 and Arcanine. So not too far away from what we're kind of running. There is the obvious Porygon 2 Gigalith Trick Room mode there that we would need to be a bit careful about, but we do have Mudsdale, so I kind of want to bring Mudsdale here. It matches up well against the Gigalith, the Arcanine, Tapu Koko. We do need to be a bit careful about the Kartana and to some extent the Tapu Fini as well. But I do want to bring my Tapu Koko here. So what are we going to lead? Definitely want Tapu Koko. Incineroar maybe. But then Incineroar, do I want Incineroar or not? Because we double up the fighting weakness and we might not need it too much when something else could be a bit more useful. We'll go Tapu Koko. We'll go... We'll go Porygon 2. We'll go Mudsdale. And we'll go Tapu Fini as well. And we'll lock in with those. So we'll bring both the Tapus. And we'll see how we can get on against Vega. A crazy Street Fighter character with the, like, I'm sure he's got a claw, hasn't he? I haven't played Street Fighter in years. I'm sure it's a character from Street Fighter, I'm not being crazy. Oh, and I've just remembered the cool nicknames that you guys kind of thrown out the other day as well. They were amazing. Tapu Goko. No, Tapu Goku. Yeah, that's what I need to change. Next time I use a Tapu Koko, I'll change it to Tapu Goku. And obviously the Undertaker as well for Incineroar. Mr. WWE himself. So we see my opponent lead off with the Porygon 2 and the Gigalith. So I think what I'm going to do here is allow my opponent just to set up the Trick Room if they want to. I'm just going to Volt Switch into the Porygon 2 with my Tapu Koko, get the Mudsdale in, and I'm going to go for an Ice Beam into the Gigalith with P2. So we'll just get Tapu Koko off the field, keep it around for later on in the game. Bring Mudsdale in, because if we see a Rock Slide or Stone Edge come out here from the Gigalith, then it's just going to boost our stamina, and if a Trick Room goes up, at least we'll be able to do some good damage to that Gigalith next turn. But we don't see a Trick Room. We do get a Frustration from that Porygon 2 into our Mudsdale. It does do good damage, but we do get a stamina boost, and we'll see a Stone Edge doubling into that Koko slot, but Mudsdale able to take that quite comfortably and get another stamina boost there. Now this next turn we do need to be a little bit careful, because you've got to imagine that the Gigalith will probably protect here, because, or switch out, because it's so threatened from the high horsepower. So I'm going to just double into the Porygon 2 here with a close combat and a return of my own, and hopefully we can pick up the KO. So yeah, there's a Gigalith switch and Arcanine coming in. So the Intimidate's not going to help us out here, but you never know. The combination might be enough. We'll probably see an Ice Beam, I'd imagine, into the Mudsdale slot. Yeah, so there's the Ice Beam. Should be able to take that. Yeah, just about. And get another stamina boost. Right, here's our return. Let's see what the damage is like on it. Oh, terrible, terrible. And what's a close combat going to do? Oh, that Intimidate coming in massive for my opponent here. So, we're in a bit of a sticky situation, I think. Because that Porygon 2 is probably just going to go for a recover here. You would imagine it's going to do that. Arcanine. I'm going to switch in Tapu Fini. And I'm just going to go for... What did we get a boost with Porygon 2? So it was in special attack. Okay, so that's why our return didn't do too much either. I'll just go for an Ice Beam into the opposing Porygon too. So there's the Mudsdale switching out. We'll bring in Tapu Fini. Let's see. There's a Flare Blitz into Tapu Fini, into that Mudsdale slot. So we take that pretty comfortably. Are we going to see a recover? Yeah, there's the recover from the Porygon 2. But what we could do now is start swaggering with our Porygon 2. Because we're not at too much risk at the minute. I mean, we don't want to be just taking endless amounts of frustrations from that opposing Porygon 2. But at the same time, if we can take... we could... Yeah, I don't know. Because we could go for the Trick Room, but then the Gigalith's going to be a bit more of an issue when it comes onto the field. Let's go for the Swagger. Let's go for the Swagger play into P2 and go for a return into the opposing P2. Because if it doesn't recover here, it kind of has to recover here, I would guess. Because if it doesn't, the next turn we'll be able to KO with a Muddy Water. So there's the Swagger. Ah, P2 avoids. That's super frustrating. And we see a Frustration come out onto our Tapu Fini. So we do get... that's annoying because we would have been able to do some really useful damage there and probably got rid of the P2 if that Swagger had hit. But like I say with all other moves, you know, sometimes when you use these low accuracy moves, this is what happens, you know, there's always a risk with using them. The other thing that we need to think about at the minute is whether Arcanine's got Wild Charge, because if it has got Wild Charge, Tapu Fini is in a lot of trouble at the minute. You would have thought that it wouldn't protect that last turn, but it might have been protecting just to kind of protect around the protect. But I think what I'm going to do is just go for the same play again, the Swagger and the return. And we'll see if it pays off this hand. So, Helping Hand. So we're not going to see, I don't think we're going to see the... oh, we avoid again! What is going on? Swagger is the worst move in the world. We're probably just going to see it go for the Fini, take it down, yeah. Ugh. Give me a break. Give me a break. And the sandstorm subsides. Huh. Right, let's bring in Tapu Koko. That P2 would have been long gone, and we would have still had Fini as well if that Swagger had hit. Swagger. Okay, so what can we do? What can we do here? We don't really want to be taking big damage from this Arcanine, but we should be able to take a Flare Blitz. We could just Volt Switch, I think. Yeah, let's Volt Switch into P2. We're probably going to lose Mudsdale, I think, bringing it in. Or I could switch out. Yeah, this is what I'll do. I'll switch in Mudsdale for P2, and then I'll switch P2 in for Tapu Koko. And we should be able to take the Porygon 2 out at the same time. We'll reset those Intimidate drops that we've had. So there's the Arcanine Protect. This is working out perfectly for us a little bit anyway. Not perfectly, because, you know, we still have to contend with things like Kartana if that's in the back. But we will get a P2 in for free now, so that's quite nice. The only issue is we can't protect with Mudsdale this next turn to get the Trick Room up, so if we did want to do anything in that slot, we'd probably have to, we're probably just going to have to let it go down and not worry about the Trick Room. So there's the download boost. We get an attack boost this time, so that's quite good. What's my opponent going to bring in now? Is the Gigalith. We're going to see a Sandstorm come up again. And the one thing I do worry about is whether but the Arc, like the double up into P2, but the Arcanine's really got to attack into the Mudsdale here. You've got to attack into it, to be honest. So I'm just gonna, in case we don't see it attack into it, I'm just gonna high horsepower into the Gigalith. We've got to be a bit scared of the Continental Crush as well coming out from the Gigalith. Ah, but we see a double into the P2. So we might be able to actually get away with this. The high horsepower, if it is enough to pick up the kill onto this Gigalith, we can somehow take a really, really good advantage. Because we should be outspeeding the Gigalith with Mudsdale. There's the high horsepower. We do hit. Is it enough? Is it enough? Oh, it's so close. And there's that Continental Crush to come out. And it will be into the Porygon 2 to take it down, take it off the field. Oh, this is going to be a really, really, really tight end game here. So, that is enough to take down the P2. Gigalith just hanging on. Right, now, let's bring in P2. P2's gone. P2's gone. Forget about it. I'm not mourning him anymore. We'll bring in Tapu Koko. So what can we do? We can definitely nuke the Arcanine, but what's my opponent got in the back? Have we seen? We've seen the P2, which has gone down. Arcanine. So it could have Fini, could have Kartana. I think. Do I want to use the Z move here? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for the Z move into the Arcanine and go for a heavy slam into the Gigalith, just in case we miss high horsepower. So there's the Arcanine protecting. We will get some damage onto it though, so that's not bad. I kind of don't expect this Arcanine to have extreme speed either, because I'm sure it would have used it before now to try and get rid of this Mudsdale. So I'm going to launch a big Gigavolt Havoc into the Arcanine. I don't think this is going to be enough through the Protect, unfortunately. But you never know, with the sand damage it actually might, because we've got a... There's a heavy slam. I think the sand's going to be enough to take it down. We've got a crit there, so that's super fortunate. Kind of makes up a little bit for those swagger misses earlier on in the game. So there's the sand damage from Koko. Arcanine. Is it going to go down? It is! Yes! So that crit was really lucky for us there. Really unfortunate for my opponent. And let's see what their last Pokemon is going to be. And it is going to be this Tapu Fini. So it's not over yet by a long way. Because we haven't got access to Thunderbolt anymore. So that is a little bit of a drawback. So I'm just going to Volt Switch into the Fini. And I'm going to go for a... Heavy Slam. I'll just go for Heavy Slam. I'm really worried about high horsepower missing, so we might still lose this game. So there's the Volt Switch. Let's see what this does. How much damage are we doing? Just about 50%. So, ooh, Hydro Pump. Okay, this changes everything. Damn. This isn't good. We need this Heavy Slam to do some big damage. We would have been better off going for a high horsepower. Oh, it's so close. Right. I think we've lost now. I think we definitely lost. Because Tapu Fini's got to have like Dazzling Gleam or Moonblast. But it might be locked into Hydro Pump. And Hydro Pump's accuracy is not the best. So let's go for that Heavy Slam. And let's hope that Mudsdale can do some dodging and diving. Nah. Never mind. You can't get them all, can you? We did alright to kind of pull it back to where it was. I think we got punished pretty hard for the swagger misses early on. Like I said at the time, I think if we got the swagger off onto P2, even that first one that we got, I think missing 2 in a row was really unfortunate, and it just put us a little bit too far behind at that point, because we would have still had we wouldn't have taken so much damage on our Mudsdale, and that Porygon 2 would have went down way earlier. So, you know, Swings and roundabouts, like they say, but we'll wrap things up there, guys. It's been absolutely amazing. I've had a lot of fun playing this team. It's been a really good team. We had that first game with the Scizor just absolutely dominating, so that was that's a highlight for myself here. But we did get a bit fortunate in that last game towards the end with the critical hit Gigavolt Havoc into the Arcanine. I guess you could look back and say we should have probably predicted the Protect there and kept the Gigavolt Havoc, but then if we had done that and we'd taken down the Gigalith, then the Tapu Fini would have come in and we wouldn't have had access to Gigavolt Havoc anymore because of the nature power. So I guess that is a little bit of a drawback with it. We saw in the last episode of the School of Hard Knocks when that Tapu Bulu switched in on Z nature power that it turned into a Bloom Doom, when if it had just stayed at the Gigavolt Havoc we would have done a heck of a lot more damage. So there is definite drawbacks with it. It is very versatile. You can switch in your own Tapu Fini to kind of get the Twinkle Tackle off, but as we've seen throughout probably nearly every episode that we've used, I don't know if we've used the Twinkle Tackle once. So I think the Electrum Z, like we saw a lot used at this past weekend's US Internats, is probably the better choice on Tapu Koko, and something I would probably change to going forward in the team and change that to Thunderbolt or Thunder or something like that. So but yeah, it's been a good run, and I hope you guys, if you go away and try it out with the QR code, do enjoy it. As soon as I've got that Tapu Lele team builder done, we'll move on and we'll do a quick one of this one as well, because I think this will be a lot of fun to kind of feature and go through some of the sets and how I put the team together and how I changed throughout the episodes as we kind of ended up with this team that we're seeing right here. But if you've enjoyed today's episode, guys, please leave a like on the video. It's massively appreciated. If you're new to the channel, hi, hello, do subscribe so you don't miss any of the daily content that we do have coming out. We've got the School of Hard Knocks, which is our VGC content. We have a Battle Spot double series where we're playing a more open format on a Tuesday and a Thursday. We have a QR code series on a Wednesday, and then we have our NBL Season 2 stuff going on a Friday and Saturday as well. So it's busy at the minute. We are planning on doing stuff on weekends as well, but unfortunately, like I explained at the start of this episode, guys, something has come up and we are going to have to go away and visit a relative. So I'm super sorry about not being able to do the live stream. I was really looking forward to it, especially after last Friday's one, but we will schedule that for later on in the coming weeks and do something to kind of make up for missing it this weekend. But we'll be back on Monday, guys, and don't forget, we have that competition that ends this evening. Let me pull it up for you guys. So you guys can get your hands on some of these cool goodies, this goodie pack here, which has got a Worlds exclusive 2016 Worlds Pikachu included in it, a Worlds 2016 Worlds exclusive t-shirt, there's Worlds player mats, Worlds binders, there's a Pokemon Pikachu Art Academy game, there's loads of other stuff in there, a cool hat. Who doesn't want a cool hat? And that's the main prize, and then we have 3 runners-up prizes of these canvas arts. So we'll pick 3 of you and one of you will get one of those, I guess, as well. So to enter, all you need to do is be subscribed to this channel and leave on any video from last Friday, which was the 30th of June, which was that live stream, to this Friday, today, which includes this video and the NBL video later on. All you need to do is leave a like and a comment on any of those videos. Tonight I'm closing the competition, like 12 o'clock midnight UK time, I'm closing the competition. And then we will do a prize draw on Monday and announce the winners, and then I'll send all of the goodies out on Tuesday, so you'll get them super quick, and doesn't matter where you are in the world, I will send you them there. So do enter, don't be put off thinking that I'm in the UK, I'm not going to send it to somewhere in South America, for instance. I don't know if anyone from South America watches the channel, but just as an example, I will send it wherever. So don't be put off entering, and if you do enter, good luck. And we'll do that prize draw on Monday, and looking forward to it. It's just a little thanks, a little something to say thanks to you guys for all the support that you give me and the channel since we've started it. So, and hopefully it continues. So we'll leave it there, guys. Have an amazing weekend. I'm going to be really tied up with stuff over the weekend, so if there's comments and things, I'll try my best to get around to answering them as best I can, but it might be late Sunday night, Monday morning before I do get back to you. So if that is the case, that's the reason why, and we'll be back on Monday regardless of whatever happens over the weekend. with a brand new team on the School of Hard Knocks that have been putting together. Very excited about it, looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So you guys go, if I can speak. You guys go away, have an amazing weekend. I really look forward to seeing you all on Monday, and until then I will see you later. So until then guys, bye bye.